We're getting closer here to the start of the 2022 football season. Hi, Sean Callahan with Husker Online here for ABM, and we're going to continue our in-depth look at this 2022 Nebraska football team. Today, we're talking to a very versatile group of defensive backs. We got nickels, we got safeties, we got corners, we got everything joining us here today. And let's welcome into the conversation. We got Buddha Wright. Used to go by Javin.
Yeah, that's my real name.
It's Buddha.
It's Buddha.
So the Huskers.com roster will no longer say Javin, right? You're going to tell Keith Mann put Buddha?
Yes. Yeah, that's me.
And then we got the fastest man on the Nebraska football team, former track athlete at Hastings College, Binkelman, Nebraska's own Phalen Sanford.
Yes, sir.
And we got Omar Brown, Northern Iowa transfer, and DeShon Singleton, transfer from the junior college ranks, Louisiana native, horse owner.
Yes.
I learned that about you. It was a pretty interesting fact. But guys, about a month away from the start of practice, you guys open up. You got one more month of summer conditioning. What's the summer been like? I mean, what's the field been like with all of you guys here? And Phalen, you're the veteran of the group. I'll let you handle this one first.
Yeah, this summer's definitely different than past summers that I've been here. Just the desire to get better and the want to work has been different. A lot of times it's like a couple guys trying to bring some more guys in to like get some extra work, but now it's everybody trying to get in to do extra work. The team feels closer than it ever has. We got more talent than we ever had. I think it's going to be a really good year.
And Omar and DeShon, you're new to Nebraska. What are your impressions early on so far?
I just feel like everybody on the team just getting closer, and I feel like a different energy. You know, everybody trying to get in film, learn the playbook. It's just been, different.
No, yeah, facts. I feel like everybody been together. Like everything we doing right now, like at least this week, it's not even mandatory, but we got everybody still in here trying to learn, get better. I feel like, to be honest, like multiple DBs could be on the field. You know, obviously we got like 4, sometimes including nickel and stuff. So, but I feel like we got definitely more on the field. It's just everybody just learning every position, like everybody ready, not just one-sided.
Yeah, to add off him, like I feel like the DB room is so versatile. It's just like this is the first time this year I feel like everyone, there's going to be like a little rotation going around everywhere. And I said this summer I feel like we're more focused, and I say that it's like focused and more intense than most years. We're doing a lot more than we have been doing in the past year. So I think that's going to get us ready for this upcoming season.
Well, Buddha, we haven't talked to you for a while, and obviously you dealt with some medical things last year. Give Husker fans an update, kind of where are things at with you, and kind of what is your status going forward?
Yeah, I can be transparent for y'all real quick. So I've been going to doctor's appointments, trying to figure out what's going on with this blood clot. Some doctors are saying it's active, some doctors are saying it's inactive. So I should be ready for fall camp. That's all I gotta say. Like, I'm going through this process. It's been long. It's been tiring. It's been exhausting. But I think I'll be ready for fall camp, and you should definitely feel me.
How have you been able to kind of keep yourself together over the last year? Because football is what you came here for. Your dad played at Nebraska. Yeah. I mean, and I'm sure the last year has just been a mental challenge just to kind of stay with everything.
Yeah. Well, I guess I could say like I'm a little goofy. I know how to cover up like the pain and a lot of stuff, a lot of like serious stuff that's going on with my goofiness. I just carry this poise with me that I'm always smiling, I'm always laughing with the teammates, and they always keep me up too. So it's really nice to have teammates around you like DeShon and Omar and Phalen around me just to keep me up, my spirits up and stuff like that.
Yeah, Phalen, that speaks to kind of your room, how close you guys are. I've been with all you guys now in these interviews, and it's fun to see everyone, this great dialogue. You can tell Travis Fisher has done a good job kind of putting this room together.
Yeah, we're definitely a close group for sure. I think that goes in back to earlier saying that we can all play the same positions too. Like any safety, you can move him to corner, he's going to be fine. He knows how to do it. Any corner you can move to safety, he knows how to do that. We'll even move to the nickel room, and like we know what the nickels are doing, even though it's like position coaches are a little different, but yeah, we can all go anywhere, and I think that brings us even closer, too, because there's not safeties doing their own thing, corners doing their own thing. It's all together.
Yeah, and Coach Fish preaches a lot, like, just create a bond with each other, because, like, we got to trust each other on the field. And, he want a rotation, so he just preaches that, we need to be close together, you know what I'm saying?
No, fact, I think it's important. now we got like some age in the group. We got some older guys, some younger guys. It's kind of a little mix. So he want everybody to speak up. Even if a freshman, you don't never know. Freshmen can play too. They first time coming in. So just being a leader off bat, just making sure the whole defense hear you, because it's all about trust. Like, he only going to put you out there if he trusts you. So that's why he got everybody doing and learning the same thing, because if somebody else go down there, say somebody out in that position, it ain't no more, then, the corner going to have to come in, or safety going to have to go in the corner, you never know. So just always just being on top of the game. Things change around in the game, so you never know.
Well, a lot of guys have had to show patience. I mean, Deontay Williams was here 6 years, and he started really almost every healthy play he was here for. DeMarkel Smuke started 2 or 3 years here. Cam Taylor-Britt, second-round pick, started multiple years. The patience for especially the guys that have been here, I mean, you could see it, because there are a lot of guys that were pretty highly recruited that have had to wait, and now this feels like it's an opportunity for a lot of people.
Yeah, it's been a long time. I ain't gonna lie, it's been a long time. With like a bunch of injuries like me, you just gotta stay patient. You just gotta trust the process, put your faith in God. Just go through it. You just gotta. It's that faith and that hope that all the work that you're putting in is gonna come out, and you're gonna come out at least having a little bit of playing time and have that result from what you've been doing.
Yeah, last year we lost a lot of guys in the secondary with Markel, Deontay, Cam, JoJo. And so it's a dogfight to see who's going to take those spots and who's going to be there. But it's also like we push each other too. It's not like, I don't want to help this guy because I'm competing with him. We just want to be the best secondary in the country. And so however we can get there, we're going to get there.
Well, Omar and DeShon, and you're 2 of the 8 newcomers, and I don't know this, but 8 is about as many as anyone in the country probably brought into a room in 1 year. What's it been like to be 2 of the 8 new scholarship defensive backs? Because that is a huge influx of new people that have moved into that room.
No, fact. I think like for me, it's just like coming in. Obviously, I'm new, so I don't want to rush things. Like try to rush to be a leader and everything. You gotta get that respect and that trust from those guys first. So I think for me at least, just learn the playbook, being at everything, not being late to nothing. Just learn that, earn that respect and trust from everybody. So I can speak up, I can lead, because, I'm a lot of the guys, I'm one of the older guys that transferred, so just being a leader and being that voice for the whole defense, not just for the DB room, but for the linebackers, even the D linemen, anybody new, just, even though I'm new, just making that presence that you could trust me, you could respect me, I ain't gonna come off cocky. That's why when you first come here, you gotta kind of set yourself first. You gotta know who you are, who you're around. So I think that's how it is for me.
Yeah, just like he said, I just be watching. I'm just trying to learn everything from all the older guys. I'm just trying to earn their trust. I'm gonna come in, work hard. I just don't want to come in, be a cocky person, not trying to be a fake leader. I'm just trying to do the right thing right now. So,
Guys, tell me about Travis Fisher. I mean, give me some good insight about your position coach, because he's been at Nebraska. This will be his 5th year, and it's been a long time since Nebraska's had a secondary coach. I don't know if you guys are familiar with past history, but it was like every other year they were getting new secondary coaches. But he's kind of really added stability. Obviously, Coach Shenander in his 5th year as a coordinator. You've got to go back all the way to the Pelini era, where you've had a defensive system in place for this long at Nebraska. And Phalen, you could speak on that, as obviously in Buda, with your knowledge of Nebraska.
Yeah, I think of Fish like a movie director, because you have all these different casts. He brought in all new actors and stuff. He got a whole new DB room. They can all switch around. He knows what he's doing, and he's very wise. He's been there. You can tell. So any problem with the different coverages and different situations with the play and the coverage, he'll know what to do based on his technique and stuff like that. He's really good.
Yeah. You can tell he's definitely played the game at a high level, because it's not just X's and O's to him. We'll get the scheme. This is what the scheme's supposed to be, but then he can tweak alignment and technique to take care of the problems within that coverage. I'd say that's his best asset, is getting us out of trouble with if there's a weakness in the coverage, there's a way we can play it so there's not.
How about you guys? Just your early impressions of Coach Fisher and what's jumped out.
I feel like Coach Fish is like a guru for real. Like he like one of the best coaches in the country because he try to put your DBs in the best position possible. You know, he not gonna try to play hard man every snap, and now you tired and you might get a bomb. You know what I'm saying? So he just put you in the best position possible. He gonna tweak the defense. He gonna find the holes in the defense, and he just gonna put you in the best position as a DB.
I think for me it's a little different because this is my first like real corners coach, like position coach. I never really had a corners coach before, so it's like my first. And he not even just a corners coach. Like I think he could teach the whole defense. To be honest, he know every position. So for me, it's like you could tell like how Faye said, you know, he been playing the game and he been staying the game for so long. Like it just kind of built in him. So for me, it's like it's just perfect because like I got the game, you know, I got the talent now. Like to get to the next level is knowing the game, knowing the knowledge, knowing where the player's gonna be at, knowing formation and stuff, making it more easier now. So I think that's good.
What's the most upset you've seen Coach Fisher? Have you ever?
I remember in film room, I have this story like in the back of my head. Every time I see him, I remember in film, you know what I'm about to say? Yeah, say it. I remember in film room, it was my freshman year, and I used to fall a lot, like literally fall on the ground a lot because I was playing corner. And I remember this one play where it was in the back of the end zone, and my face mask slid like 5 yards in the back, and he kept replaying it. He kept like replaying it, and then my face just kept like sliding on the grass, just like yeah. So he kept rewinding it and replaying it, rewinding and replaying. He's like, "Buddha, what are you doing?" And I just sat there like, man, I don't know, man, I don't know.
Yeah, he's got a way of like correcting you without like he's not just gonna scream at you and cuss you out and stuff. It's more like he's just going to embarrass you in front of everybody so that you know, like, not to do that, yeah. Which I think it helps so much more because, like, if you scream and yelling at a kid and cussing them out, like, that can get in their head. They'll start playing different. But the way he does it, like, it's pretty much just play hard. Like, you just got to play hard and he'll fix everything else.
Omar, you came in as an All-American from the FCS level. How did he kind of get you a little bit? Did he kind of pick you apart a little bit when you first got here?
I say like I haven't really seen like Coach Phil like mad like yell or anything, but I think like with me, just like how Faye said, he'll kind of like try to embarrass you, but it ain't like to embarrass you to like make you feel bad. It's just like that embarrassment like kind of make you wanna like not wanna mess up again because you don't want him to do it again. So it's like, all right, let me get on my stuff, let me lock in. So I think like I ain't seen him like really fully mad yet.
I ain't seen him really mad yet either. Like he really just like you mess up, he really just gonna correct you. Like he really gonna teach you what you did wrong. So now you had the knowledge not to do that again. He don't really, yell, scream to the top of his lungs.
He's only gonna get mad if you keep messing up the same thing.
Yeah.
Like if you mess up something you haven't messed up before, he's gonna be like, all right, here's how you fix it. He'll correct it. But if you like make the same mistake 4 or 5 times, then he'll start getting a little heated. Yeah.
We don't know about every room, but
What happens
I
when you
think-
bring your phone?
Hey, you bring it in, we just all put it at the front of the room when we walk in. I mean, every room, like in any meeting, you're not supposed to be on your phone, but I think we're the only room that actually like turns our phones off, put them up in the front of the room.
Mm-hmm. For younger guys, I'm sure they're like, wait a minute, like I'm sure younger kids coming from high school, they're like, I want to have my phone on me at all times.
Right.
Well, and Coach Fish doesn't even really enforce it. It's us. It's us, yeah, because he never has to say anything. If someone's sitting in the front row and they see 2, 3 phones sitting in the front of the room, they're like, hey, phones, and then everyone hands them up.
Well, you talk about leadership, and this team lost a lot of guys that were here a long time. Ben Stilley, JoJo Doman, and you talk about Markell and Cam Taylor-Britt and guys like Deontay Williams. Who are the new leaders of this defense? Obviously, Garrett Nelson's going to be one that comes to mind, but how do you see the leadership structure of this unit coming together with so many guys that have moved on?
Yeah, there's a couple guys that are stepping into that role for sure, but I would say, like, in general, it's everybody. Everybody's stepping up and doing their part more so this year than any other year. Before, it's like, all right, we listen to this guy, this guy's our leader, And now it's like it's a collective group effort to lead each other. Freshmen can call out a senior if he's not doing something right. Seniors can call out other seniors. It doesn't matter.
Has a freshman called out a senior before?
Not in a meeting, but in workouts. In workouts for sure. In workouts for sure. Like, yeah, if there's somebody that's like, if we're supposed to be behind the line and like a senior has their foot on the line, yeah, I don't think a freshman has any problem telling them to scoot back.
What do you speak on the leadership, Buddha? What do you see in the direction it's heading?
Like Phalen said, I think like everyone had, like, we made it a point this year where accountability is one of our biggest like attributes. I feel like everyone has to hold each other accountable. So a freshman can tell a senior to get back, a senior can tell a freshman to get back, or vice versa, and stuff like that. It's way different than years past where I've been here. So I feel like I couldn't say anything as a freshman. Now I let the freshmen speak up. So
I think for me, like since I've been here, one of the main people I didn't like notice, I say definitely G. Nelly. I think like he's like, obviously we have other leaders on the team, but I think he's like the number one. He's the one that brings everybody together, gets everybody locked in. He cool. He makes sure everybody clean up the weight room, locker room. I think he the main one. Like obviously, I think we got like everybody was saying, like we got a majority of leaders, but if I had to choose one, I would probably choose him.
G Nelly, he number one. Like, but I feel like the whole team like holds you accountable. Cause I remember like one play in spring, I ran down, but I ain't tagged the person off. When I tell you like the whole sideline just yelled at me, finish. Like, and I was like, oh man, I really let y'all down. So after that, I tagged everything I tagged off. So that's how it worked.
Well, guys, we're coming up on the start of the season. Practice is beginning. You guys play week 0 in Dublin, Ireland against Northwestern.
Yes, sir.
First of all, how excited are you guys for this trip? I mean, what excites you the most about going overseas to play a football game on national TV?
Going overseas, playing national television.
Anything about Ireland? I mean, you guys, is the trip even register? Or you guys, I mean, what do you think about the opportunity to play a game over there?
It's gonna be like a great experience for everybody. Cause like I don't know, I never traveled outside the country. I don't know about y'all, but that's gonna be like a great experience for me. And play football in there, like that's gonna be crazy to me.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm looking as the Northwestern game, kind of get to go on a trip on the side, but the Northwestern game's a focus. We're going up there to play football. It's not a vacation.
I'm a little different because like with like my health issues and stuff, I have to worry about the plane going there and staying there and 11-hour flight. And so I'm still figuring out what to do with that stuff. So
no, it's gonna be fun. It's definitely gonna be fun. Just like obviously, I think just the excitement of where we're at is gonna make the game even more better and more fun. Make people like I think it's gonna be a good game. It's just gonna be exciting.
You guys prepared for the jet lag, trying to keep yourself awake a whole day?
Yeah.
That's the struggle. That's the struggling part.
You basically lose a day, and you got to like fight through the day.
They got us on they got us on a schedule though, like to make sure we right. Like they already know like how everything gonna be like. It basically is like a whole flip. So they kind of got a whole schedule for us like for that.
Yeah, for that first day, it's definitely like, hey, we're gonna get there at this time. You're gonna sleep from this time to this time. You're gonna be up to do this at this time. And so I think, yeah, they're just gonna get rid of that whole thing for us, and I don't think it's going to be on us individually to try to figure it out.
Right. Well, guys, you go back to last year, and you guys were both here last year. I mean, so close. I mean, you think about the way the season went, 3-9, and so many of those games could have gone the other way. How much has that just drove this team in the off season as you start to look ahead?
I mean, we get reminded of it like almost every day, and not to say like everyone talks about, oh yeah, we went 3-9. I mean, like. It's like the drive that everyone has. You know that we don't want to be in that pit again. We don't want to have that dark cloud hanging over us anymore. And I just want to let you guys know that the players want to win the most. Like we don't want to be 3-9. I don't care what fan. Oh, I don't want us to be 3-9. We don't want to be 3-9. It's we don't want to be 3-9.
How about you, Phalen?
Yeah, you can definitely tell that it's in the back of all of our heads, and we know we're good. I mean, we've played with the best teams. We just didn't finish. We didn't finish in the fourth, and so I know this year that's like the main focus. We know we're capable of doing it. That's not a problem. So we just know we need this much more to be able to win those types of games.
Omar, from afar, what did you see from Nebraska? What do you know about last year, and what do you like about this team now?
No, in fact, when I found out I was coming here, and like even still now, like I watched past games of them last year, and to me, they were good. Like I'm watching, I'm like, damn, this is a good team. This is a good team, and you don't never know. Like when you from the outside, you always like, why they keep losing? Why this or that? Like, and then you get here, and then like, it's just little things. Like it's just little things. Like everything is right with with them. They have a good chemistry already. It was just like little things that I like. Even the coaches even remind us, like they say, forget about last year. It's just certain things we need to fix because we weren't bad last year. We just didn't finish. And I think just like shoot, I just want to come in and help them finish. Like also. It was nothing wrong with them last year. Just little things. So just helping add it to it.
How about you, DeShon?
When I saw the film last year, I saw like a whole lot of potential. Like, especially like when I watched it on YouTube, I'd be like, oh, they hard. Like for real. Like, these boy hard. So like when I came up here, worked out, I just saw like a hunger in everybody, and I was like, oh, they not trying to have another season like that no more. So that just influenced me. I gotta get on my P's and Q's, learn this playbook. I'm doing everything I can to help the team.
Well, guys, appreciate the chance to sit down with all of you guys. Best of luck as you wrap up the rest of the summer here and get ready for practice.
I appreciate
it. Sir, thank you.
All right. Well, special thanks again to our defensive backs for joining us. For Husker Online, I'm Sean Callahan.